We need to stop lying to ourselves. For the last 5 years, the Western automotive media has been treating the Chinese EV industry with a mix of arrogance and condescension. They called them appliance makers. They said they lacked soul. They said they could never match the mechanical heritage of Porsche, the luxury of Mercedes, or the racing pedigree of Ferrari. They were wrong. Dead wrong. What you are witnessing right now with the Xiaomi Vision GT and the SU7 Ultra is not just a product launch. It is a humiliating ultimatum delivered to the entire global automotive establishment. Think about the absurdity of this situation. Xiaomi is a company that, until very recently, was best known for making affordable smartphones, air fryers, and electric scooters. They had 0 years of car-making history. No heritage, no dusty trophy cabinet from Le Mans, and yet, in 3 years, less time than it takes Volkswagen to design a door handle, they have built a manufacturing ecosystem that makes the German giants look like they are operating in the Stone Age. We are looking at the Xiaomi Vision GT concept. It looks like a spaceship designed for a Martian colony. It boasts a theoretical 1,900 horsepower. It features active aerodynamics that would be banned in Formula One. Most critics will dismiss this as a render or vaporware, but they are missing the point. The Vision GT is not a dream. It is a flex. It is Xiaomi showing off the underlying architecture that already exists in their factory today. The technology to build this monster, the Hypercasting, the Titan's metal, and the CTB chassis, is already running at full capacity in Beijing. This video is not about a concept car. It is about the industrial violence required to print a chassis so rigid, so light, and so advanced that it has effectively rendered the traditional method of stamping and welding steel obsolete. To understand why Xiaomi has terrified the legacy automakers, we must leave the design studio and enter the metallurgy lab. The single biggest bottleneck in modern electric vehicle manufacturing is the chassis. If you build it out of steel, it's too heavy. If you build it out of aluminium, it's too expensive and difficult to join. Tesla tried to solve this with Gigacasting, injecting molten aluminium into massive molds to create huge single-piece structures. It was a brilliant idea, but it had a fatal flaw that kept engineers awake at night: heat treatment. In traditional metallurgy, when you cast a massive piece of aluminium, the internal structure is weak and brittle. To fix this, you have to bake the metal in a giant oven. Heat treatment to align the crystalline structure and make it strong. But here is the problem. When you heat a giant, complex metal part, it warps, it twists, it deforms. This ruins the geometric accuracy of the chassis. So, you are stuck in a catch-22. You either have a weak part that is straight or a strong part that is bent. Xiaomi refused to accept this compromise. They realized that no existing alloy on Earth could meet their requirements for strength, ductility, and stability without heat treatment. So, they decided to invent a new element. They didn't use guys in lab coats mixing metals in a bucket. They used artificial intelligence. Xiaomi developed a proprietary deep learning simulation system called the Material Genome. This AI simulated 10-16 million different alloy formulas. It tested combinations of aluminium, silicon, magnesium, and rare earth elements in a virtual environment, running billions of iterations to find the perfect molecular structure. The result is Xiaomi Titan's metal. This is a proprietary, high-strength, high-resilience die-casting alloy that has a yield strength of over 280 megapascals and an elongation rate of over 10%. But the magic number is 0. Titan's metal requires 0 post-cast heat treatment. It comes out of the mold perfectly straight, incredibly stiff, and ready for assembly immediately. While legacy manufacturers are still welding hundreds of steel plates together like it's 1950, Xiaomi has used AI to fundamentally rewrite the periodic table of automotive engineering. This material is the secret weapon. It is the reason the SU7 Ultra can handle the G-forces of the Nürburgring without tearing itself apart. Now that we have the magic metal, we need a machine violent enough to shape it. In the world of die casting, size is the only metric that matters. The clamping force of the machine dictates how large a part you can make and how dense the metal will be. Tesla, the pioneer of this technology, famously uses a 9,000-ton Giga press. It was considered the engineering limit of humanity. Xiaomi looked at Tesla's machine and said, "We can do better." They built the 9,100-ton Hypercasting cluster. This is not a machine. It is a building. It covers the area of 2 basketball courts. It is a terrifying display of hydraulic and electric power. It takes the molten Titan's metal, heated to 700 degrees Celsius, and shoots it into the mold with millisecond precision. The injection speed is so fast that it prevents air bubbles, porosity, from forming inside the metal, ensuring aerospace-grade structural integrity. Let's look at the result of this violence: the rear floor assembly of the Xiaomi SU7. A component that traditionally defines the structural rigidity of a car used to be a nightmare of complexity. In a standard car, this section consists of 72 separate stamped steel parts and over 840 spot welds. Each weld is a potential failure point. Each part adds weight and complexity. The Xiaomi Hypercasting machine prints this entire section as one single piece. 72 parts became 1. 840 welds became 0. Production time dropped from hours to 100 seconds. The weight was reduced by 17%. Road noise was reduced by 2 decibels. This is the definition of first principles engineering. While Toyota is proud of its Kaizen, continuous small improvements, Xiaomi has achieved a quantum leap. A new chassis comes out of this monster every minute and a half, and the quality control is inhuman. The machine is equipped with X-ray vision and LiDAR scanners that inspect every micron of the casting in real time. If the AI detects a flaw, the part is rejected before a human even sees it. This is why the Xiaomi SU7 feels like it was carved from a solid block of granite. The innovation doesn't stop at the casting. The most radical engineering decision in the Xiaomi architecture is how they handle the energy storage. In a normal electric vehicle, the battery is treated like luggage. It is a heavy box that engineers bolt underneath the floor. It's dead weight. It's a passenger that makes the car handle poorly. Xiaomi uses CTB, cell-to-body technology. This means the battery pack is not a separate component. It is integrated directly into the chassis. The top cover of the battery is the floor of the cabin where you put your feet. The battery cells are not just storing energy. They are bearing the structural load of the vehicle. They are the spine of the car. But here is the genius part that separates Xiaomi from BYD or Tesla: the inverted cell. Xiaomi engineers did something counterintuitive. They took the prismatic battery cells and flipped them upside down. The pressure relief valves, the safety mechanism that vents gas if the battery overheats, are facing down towards the road, not up towards the passengers. This allowed them to eliminate the thick protective layers between the cells and the cabin floor. The result is a battery pack that is impossibly thin, just 120 millimeters. This gives the car 2 massive advantages. First, the center of gravity is lower than a Ferrari, which explains why the SU7 corners flat. Second, the battery pack itself provides stiffness. The vehicle has a torsional rigidity of 51,000 Newton-meters per degree. Let me put that number into perspective. A Ford F-150 Raptor has a rigidity of about 25,000 Nm. A Bugatti Chiron, a multi-million-pound hypercar, has a rigidity of about 50,000 Nm. A Xiaomi family saloon, built by a phone company, is stiffer than a Bugatti. This is why the suspension works so well. The platform is absolutely rigid, allowing the dampers to do their job without the chassis flexing. We cannot talk about the chassis without talking about the violence it must contain. The reason Xiaomi needed Titan's metal and a 51,000 Nm chassis is because of the motor they developed. The hyper-engine V8s. Most electric motors, like those in a Porsche Taycan or a Tesla Model S Plaid, spin at around 16,000 to 20,000 RPM. Beyond that speed, the centrifugal force is so great that the copper windings inside the rotor want to expand and explode. Tesla solved this by wrapping the rotor in carbon fiber, a very expensive and difficult process. Xiaomi, again, turned to metallurgy. They developed a new ultra-high-strength electrical steel with a tensile strength of 960 megapascals. This allowed them to spin the motor to a world record 27,200 RPM. This is jet turbine territory. The result is a motor that is smaller, lighter, but significantly more powerful than anything from Germany. The SU7 Ultra uses 3 of these motors. The combined output is 1,348 horsepower. That is more power than a Bugatti Chiron in a 4-door saloon. When you unleash that kind of torque, a normal steel chassis would twist, it would flex, the welds would pop, but because of the Titan's metal rear casting and the CTB battery spine, the Xiaomi chassis takes the punishment without flinching. This is a holistic engineering victory. The material science enables the manufacturing. The manufacturing enables the chassis stiffness. The stiffness enables the motor performance. We need to conclude with a reality check for the Western world. The European and American car industries are currently in a state of panic. They are lobbying for tariffs. They are trying to ban Chinese software. They are claiming that Chinese cars are over-subsidized. They are trying to change the rules of the game because they know they cannot win on the pitch. But tariffs cannot stop physics. Tariffs cannot stop efficiency. You cannot tax a 9,100-ton press into submission. What Xiaomi has demonstrated with the Titan's metal and the hypercasting process is that they have fundamentally solved the cost versus Dow's performance equation. They can build a chassis that is stiffer than a Bugatti, lighter than a Tesla, and cheaper than a Toyota, all at the same time. The Vision GT concept is not a fantasy. It is a warning. It is Xiaomi telling the world, we have the metal, we have the machines, and we have the motors to build anything we want. The Xiaomi SU7 Ultra has already destroyed the Porsche Taycan on the track. The factory in Beijing is printing cars faster than Detroit can stamp fenders. The era of Adenidatla Yelita Vos, good enough the engineering is dead. The era of welding stamped steel together is dead. If you are not using AI to invent alloys, if you are not casting entire chassis sections in seconds, and if you are not integrating your battery into the structural bone of the car, you are already obsolete. The Titan's metal has hardened. The die is cast. And for the legacy manufacturers, the nightmare is just beginning.